Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Give to the back. He never had a chance to get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Looking to throw, it's Turbin. Shoots it to the left. Makes the catch. It's Romanowski. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. And the Canes will hustle to the line. To the air on first down. Flips it out in the flat. At the 40, there he goes. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Man, I I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Just keeps slinging it. Catch in the middle. It's House. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
To the ground. He's got it again. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got it in the middle, it's Clay. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? They'll send out the kicker here.
Number 19 on the field goal.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house.
Returner runs out of bounds.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback making checks. With jet sweep pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Finding open areas. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Hurricanes want to crank the tempo in their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on 4th down.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. A little release to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. No bats. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Hauls it in. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to being...
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
And the Bruins are rolling down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Using his legs to buy some time. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruin.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Right on target this time. Still running at the 40. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Here comes the heat. Breaks into the open. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Canes in the hurry-up. He might want another play. They'll send the back in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Hurricane. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And here he comes out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working. A lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. looking to throw on first down. He's got him. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Bruins in a good spot here with second and short. The toss to the outside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they keep running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
And the Bruins come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw on third. Quickly out to the tight end. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Bruins are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. Got his man on the right. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Really nice looking throw there, and traditionally the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done through the air. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game, and if this team is going to win a conference championship, they need this guy to play at his A+ level week in and week out.
Pulls it, fires to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Going for the big play. Makes the catch.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Bruins trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Defense in press coverage. Wide receiver going in motion. He's looking to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Touchdown UCLA! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Northern Illinois is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Toledo. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To throw, it's Turbin. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The offense changing the play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He'll off one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Man, defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense, like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
He's not afraid to go deep. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
And I tell you what, these deep shots, they're so hard to defend. You got to chase the guy all the way down the field and kind of stay in his hip pocket, stay close to him, and then turn your head like he does here and makes a nice play on the football to bat it away.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Quarterback empties his backfield. From the gun. The quick out. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Back to pass. Got a man. Turning it on. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Gets it out quickly. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27. And the Bruins want to pick up the tempo. Wants to fire on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
This quarterback, part of their running game. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Takes the easy completion. Touchdown, Bruins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but but he has enough to move the chains. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Runs through the tackle. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Dropping back, it's Turbin. Ooh, lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. If they hadn't gotten him there, he might still be running. He's down at the 47.
UCLA offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
What?
There he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
To do here on 2nd and long. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. To the air on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, UCLA! And the route is on.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. K-State has the lead right now. The Little Apple has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by just 1 over Nebraska. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to pass. It's Turbin. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Here's a heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Trying to escape and get it himself. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time.
Unleashes one deep. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. They'll give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going downfield for the big play. Hauls it in down the sideline. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bruins! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Hurricanes want to move quickly.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so far.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's the pressure. Soft spot in the middle. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Finds his big tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And the Canes look to keep this drive humming.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Turbin. Touchdown, Miami! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Trying to get the edge on the right. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Bruins can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man quickly. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Nice move to pick up yardage. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. The Bruins pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He's got him this time. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Bruins are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. Got enough space. Touchdown, UCLA! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
17.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He leaves it with his back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Might as well give it to him again. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. All by himself down the middle. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Canes! This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and you keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
Right down the boulevard. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Nebraska. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today they were going to have to throw the football. For the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed some.
Lots of room to run. The 20, the 10. Touchdown, Hurricane. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Breaks into the open. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll immediately call timeout. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now facing a 3rd and long. These corners going to give them some space. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's complete to the left. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was 3rd down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up 4.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Power football with the run.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Back to throw, it's Turbin. Makes the grab on the left. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Quarterback extends the play. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
He wants to change this route. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard. To the air on 1st down. Using the quick game.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
Miami, 31.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Motion from the back. Calls his own number. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points, and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play, and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw.
Makes the grab right down the middle. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Wants to throw. It's Turbin. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
One more play to pad the stats. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And the pass is incomplete, and that's going to be the final play as this game is over. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive.